I'm ArmyVet and welcome to the next installment in our office makeover. Today we're going to add some accent pieces to liven things up. Everything you're going to need is listed in the description box below. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, notification bell, leave a comment because it helps the channel grow. Enjoy the video, have a great day. For this first part we're going to be adding LED lights to a TV, or if you want, a computer monitor. You're going to need a good pair of scissors, three 90-degree angle connectors, and of course your LED strip. The first thing you're going to want to do is figure out where you want your power cable to come out. All my cables in this particular TV are on the right side as you are looking at the TV now, so that's where I'm going to put my power cable. Then all you have to do is just measure, cut your strip to length, and add the connector. Now you can only cut LED strips in certain spots. In this particular case, there's going to be 4 copper pads with a line going right through them. You want to cut it right down the middle, and that's the only place you want to cut. The LED here is waterproof, so you have to use a waterproof connector. The reason I went with waterproof instead of the regular ones is because I have cats, and they love playing with everything, so I didn't want them chewing on the LEDs and snapping it and breaking it or whatever. With these particular connectors, you do not have to strip the LED at all. All you have to do is push it all the way in, and there are teeth inside this connector that will punch up through the bottom layer of the LED and make contact with the copper pads. Here's a good shot of the teeth I was talking about earlier. With all 4 sections of LEDs measured and cut, all we have to do is connect them together and stick them on. The good thing about these connectors are they are snapped together. So if you happen to stick your LED in there and you miss the contact pads, you can unsnap it, adjust the LED, and then snap it back together. These aren't permanent connectors. With the last connector attached, we're going to take some painter's tape and test fit the LED strips on the back of the TV or monitor. In my case, I had 1 section of LEDs too many. It overlapped just a little too big, so I had to do a little bit of trimming. Now it's time to remove the blue backing and stick the LEDs to the TV or monitor. I find the easiest way to do this is just to use a razor blade to slowly pick at it until it peels off. As you can see, sometimes it is quite stubborn and will not come off easily. Once you get the backing off, just give it a good press. Peel the blue backing off some more, pull the painter's tape off, give it a good press onto the TV or monitor, and continue. Now when you get to your connectors, you're going to have to start the process all over again. So you're going to have to do this 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Last step, plug it in, turn it on. I think you'll agree this is a great accent, pretty easy to do and very cheap. Okay, next up we're going to add one continuous strip to highlight these bookshelves here. First thing to do is clean the area with rubbing alcohol. After I did my measuring, I realized that I was about 3 feet short. The LED strips come in 16 feet, I needed about 19 feet. So I had to add 3 feet of LED to make mine fit. The process is exactly the same as with the TV, except this time we're going to use a straight connector. Again, make sure you push the LED strip all the way in so those teeth will grab on and punch through the copper pads. Now plug it in, give it a quick test. Now it's time to remove the blue backing. We're going to use the same process as we did before with the razor blade. Line up your LED and start sticking. Last thing we're going to add in this video is the Deathstar decal from Fathead. This is actually going to be our second install of this decal because the first one I came down the next morning and it was lying on the floor. It did not stick at all to the wall. A few warnings before you get going on installing your decal. Just about every paint that's produced these days has chemical additives in there to help dirt and dust basically not stick to the walls. Well, it also helps Fathead stickers to not stick to the walls. Now, the other thing is textured walls. This one is a bit of a pain in the tush. Most people have textured walls and it makes it very difficult for Fathead decals to stick to them. So here's what we're going to do. First thing you're going to do is clean the entire surface with rubbing alcohol. We actually did it twice to be sure. Once the surface is dry, position your decal and start pressing firmly to attach it to the wall. Once you're reasonably sure you've got all the air bubbles out of it, you're going to use a tennis ball. That's the key. Tennis ball is going to give you enough pressure and enough flexibility to press the decal into all the crevices of the textured wall. Since we installed it this way, we haven't had any issues, and it's been a couple of weeks without any peeling or, for that matter, it falling off the wall. I think it all came out great. Looks awesome, and believe it or not, anybody can do this, and it only took about an hour to get all this done. And what a difference it made. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful. Stay tuned for more DIYs to come in the future. Enjoy your day.